Should I do this to make chat happy? It's not your birthday, Neon. Don't lie to me. I ripped up a sandwich I wasn't gonna eat until the next day. Put it on a plate in a fridge. Ah, hello. I knew we'd meet again. How do you like my cozy little store? I've made myself pretty comfortable here, selling old trinkets to travelers like yourself. If you're planning a trip below, I have several items to help improve your chance of survival. Not the boss, Jill. Also, Gathering Swarm, a must. It is a must. We need to farm some Joes. Yabo. Yabo Dibo. One today, Otoyo. Ibi dobo doyo dodo. Getting your ass kicked by the bugs in the goddamn crossroads. Meow, you don't have to delete that. That's fine. That's not even a... I didn't even see the full message. Maybe I should have seen the full message. What did I miss? Mask try would be great early on. I mean, that's just simple advice. That's not even spoiling. You're fine, Superbutt. You're fine. I mean, do try not to, like, backseat, but that's not a spoiler at all. Appreciate you, Mal, though. But yeah, that is a sandwich that I have. Gonna 100%? I don't intend to, but we'll see what happens. I am never going to, in my life, enter a game with the intention to 100% it. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I'm not that kind of streamer, not that kind of player. I play the game until I feel like it's an appropriate time to stop. Yeah. Oh, bury my mother, pale and slight. Bury my father with his eyes shut tight. Bury my sisters 2 by 2. And then when you're done, let's bury me too. See, no, this is actually Alice. Haha, do you know that one? It's one of my favorites. We can sing something else if you like. You're starting to sing. You start singing and I'll join in. I bet you have a beautiful singing voice. So what are you down here for? If you came to get wealthy, there's... I mean, just look around you. These mines are bursting with riches. There's plenty for everyone to just grab a pick and join in. Difference in different countries. I went to Italy once and the chicken was gay. I'm hoping that's a typo, Gur. I'm hoping that's a typo. Because if it isn't, No. 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 Opinion on Subway. Oh, wait. I gotta go to a bench. I didn't equip my stuff. Opinion on Subway. I love Subway. However, it's not a good sandwich shop. I'm just gonna say how it is. I love Subway. Not good, though. Compared to your, like, Potbellies and your, like, Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's is the best sandwich shop on the goddamn in the world. Jimmy John's is the king. And so compared to those guys, Subway's garbage, but Subway's still good. Like, Subway's good. Like, there is worse food out there than Subway, and Subway's relatively cost efficient. Like, it's not expensive. Unless you eat like me and like my dad. If you eat like us, you know, buying a foot long with a bunch of meat on it is pretty expensive, but... I always put such little sauce on my sandwiches, it makes them dry. Dry sandwiches are a bit rough, yeah. You gotta ask for extra. You're literally sitting, Neon, you're sitting in front of them. You are the customer. You have the ability to be like, excuse me, sir, or madam. I can't quite tell, but I'm culturally accepting of any gender behind the counter. Excuse me, human being. Could you put a little bit more sauce on the sandwich? That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. If they're like a little bit, if they do the thing where they're just like, I'm just like, get a little more. Can we get a little more? It ain't that expensive. I worked at a Subway. It ain't that expensive. Just a little bit more. Melee. Ah! I didn't even see him. He snuck up on me. And then my throat started dying. That's what I get for trying to sing like MYLA. MYLA, 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 Oh, it's 2004 again, chat. Yay! Hui! Hua-ha! Hua-ha! Woo! One more. One more. Okay. Whee! Ah, 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 whee! E, ah, oh, ah, ah, e, ah. Come down here, you bitch. Yeah! Dude, I need so many Joe. It's funny how in games that have platforms and verticality, how you always, when you're falling down, and I've talked about this in like a game design video before, it's funny how you always avoid platforms on your way down. When you're falling in a game, you're trying your absolute best to catch the platforms, but you miss every single one of them on your way down. That's just how humans do it. That's how human the brain be doobie. Meow here, meow ho. Well, questionable. Meow ha, meow ha ha. Bye, menu. And Meow just let me get away with that. I'm very happy that I was able to sneak that in. Yo, 100 more Terminator bits. More robots, a little bit of bonus. Thank you, menu. I gotta figure the bot situation out, because he is repeating himself, and I'm not sure why. Not sure why. Oh, we got the Joe. Now we gotta go. Whoa. E. Ah, ah, ah. Yeah. Yeah.
Jill.
Jill. Yup. Gimme. Fight some of the big guys for more Geo. Yeah. But that's okay. Oh, gathering swarm. Give it to me. Secrets. We can't do it though, but there is a secret. Yeah, we can go in there later. What if everyone spoke OO language? Yeah, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're not speaking to OO. Couple OO? Fine. Multiple OO is a too much. No woe the oh woe. Wah wah wah. Excuse me, meow? What? Wah 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 what? Wah wah wah? Why'd you turn into Cartman's mom? Not Cartman's mom, Kyle's mom. Kyle's mom is a big fat bitch. She's the biggest bitch in the whole wide world. Not Cartman's mom. Kyle's mom. And you. Dang it. Want me to heal quick? City Crest. It's technically the second boss in the game if you count the Grub Mother as a boss, but the Grub Mother's not really a boss, let's be honest. Oh, and that's why Gathering Charm is so good. Get back here. Be gone, my son. The Grub's mother? Don't disrespect her like that. She's a Grub mother. She's a grub mama. Like, sign number one that something is amok up here. Little Hollow Knight masks. Okay, let's not judge each other for how long it took us to beat each boss. We all played games at different levels of skill. If Neon took 2 hours on this fight, honestly, more power to him. I'm glad he beat him. He didn't give up. Oh, who is that creeping out of the darkness? It's actually quite light in here. Ma, you're looking grim, a strange empty face and a wicked-looking weapon. Something important is drawing you down to the Hollowness corpse, but I won't ask what. Perhaps the reason you found me is because you need my help. Say no more, friend. I'm going to give you a gift, a nasty little spell of my own creation. It's just perfect for a little one like you. Oh. Take it. And thonk. Ah, my nose is bothering the fart out of me. Yeah. It took me 7 days to download it. I love it. Ah, you've woken at last. I apologize. Perhaps I should have warned you about the power of that spell. I was watching over you as you slept, but you seem to have slipped away myself. Now we're awake, I was wondering whether you would do me a small favor, not as repayment for my gift, of course, simply because we're now friends. You see, a horrid great beast has made its home in my heart, in the heart of this temple. Such disrespect. I would be quite grateful if you were to venture deeper and slay it for me. It's a hardy creature, but with your new power, you're more than a match for it. Yeah, the memory leak when it first came out was pretty bad. I remember raging multiple times on my YouTube series of the game due to issues with that. And control inputs being wonky. Because the Xbox One controller was bugged on launch. I was hoping a flawless. What did you do with the eggplant? Neon, aren't you young? Aren't you too young for that joke? You're like 9. Mentally, of course, is what I'm speaking of. I don't mean physical age. I saw what you said, Plates, and I appreciate the hell out of it. I do. I seriously do. I didn't actually rank the bosses. I just did a top 10 on it. I should have done a ranking. But I did not actually finish the game, so... The game. So I didn't do a full ranking. That may come in the future. So much money! And the soul catcher. Nobody in their fucking world calls it a Souls-like. They just say it's maybe they do call it a Souls-like, but I think Superbutt, I was gonna point it out real quick here. When people compare this game to Dark Souls, they're not talking about difficulty. They're talking about world building, atmosphere, the way they tell the story, the lore building, character background, the shallowness of the opening section and the depth of the rest of the game. They're not talking about difficulty. Difficulty has nothing to do with Souls-like, because Dark Souls isn't even as hard as it is thought to be. There are much harder games out there than Dark Souls. That's why they call it and compare it to Souls games. So, and that is you flexing. Just to say it, like you saying, I'm not saying that to flex. That is basically you saying, hey, excuse me, I'm gonna flex real quick. That's you flexing. And if just in case your ears stopped fucking functioning 5 seconds ago when I said it, people play games at different skill levels, and just because the game was easy for you doesn't mean it was easy for everybody else. So take that little thing you call, I'm good and everybody else should also be good, and shove it in your ass. Real comfortably up in your sphincter. Because people play at different skill levels. My fingers are different than your fingers. My toes are different than your toes. Different people. You're the type of guy that's like, what? What? You couldn't beat the Deku Tree? That's like the easiest thing. You couldn't beat Mario 1-1, and then you find out the person has like 3 of their fingers on their left hand missing, and you feel like an asshole for it. It's just a thing. Games are games. You should not be judged on your skill at games if you're just a casual player. The poor thing, it must have been terrified of you. It used to be quite docile, but then rancid air and these caverns filled it with some ancient rage. CLW had to be done. You have my gratitude, of course. We both know you wouldn't have made it through without a spell of mine. Oh, ho, ho. No, I literally wouldn't have, because it's game design. And look, the gate between us is opened up. I'm sure you're eager to move on. Farewell and have faith. Whatever you're seeking, it will find you. Thank you, Snail Shaman. Couldn't do anything past 1-1. No, Mario's not easy. And saying that, like, I'm not even gonna get into it. I think I meant, like, the time when IGN called Crash Bandicoot the Dark Souls of platform games. Well, that's your fault for reading IGN. That's your fault for reading IGN. Because literally every gamer in the entire world that has some credit doesn't... We all understand that IGN, Kotaku, Rock Paper Shotgun, and sites like that are just... eh? And they headlines sell... Especially controversial headlines, they get more article clicks, which gets the people who wrote the article paid, so... Basically, the media is not to be... yeah. Oh my god, Gathering Swarm, you're so good. It's so good. That even goes like into the detail or the conversation that people were having, what, like earlier this year in March, when people were having that conversation of like, games shouldn't have an easy mode because if you can't handle the difficulty of a game, you shouldn't play the game. Every game should have an easy mode. What the fuck are people talking about with that shit? Every game should have an accessible option for people who enjoy the game but cannot handle the difficulty of it to play that. Like, everybody should. Everybody should be able to play whatever game they want. Am I saying that a Dark Souls easy mode should exist? Yeah, but there's also, like, builds designed to make that game easier as well, but also just, like, the game should just... Every game should have... Every game should be accessible, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to word it. This is a Sweet Life of Zack and Cody on the DS. I got no clue, man. You lost me. You lost me, Neon. You lost me already. I call myself a pro. I get this right on Watcher Nights. I'm not saying that you're calling yourself a pro. I'm just saying that your initial statement, and this is just Twitch chat being Twitch chat. I appreciate you having conversation and being a part of the conversation, but this is just Twitch chat being Twitch chat, where they say something that's slightly stingy, and then they get called out for saying the stingy thing, and then they're like, "Oh, wait, no, I totally didn't mean to call her a cunt. I meant to say Pop-Tart, and it just, I don't even," but I get what you mean. I get what you're saying, Superbutt, but your original statement of, I have fully beaten this game, and all I can say is the game was as easy as a Mario game. I'm not flexing. I'm just saying people shouldn't call it a Souls-like. That original statement reads a bit different than saying... The way you word things should be you should take care of the way you word things, especially in a Twitch chat, because tone cannot be registered over a text. And now I can never eat Pop-Tarts again. Or can you? Maybe you should go get Pop-Tarts right now. Just saying. What is it? Neon, give me a paragraph of what this game is. Isn't that a TV show? Isn't that a Disney show? Not saying that Disney shows don't have games, because there are Disney games, like there's a Lizzie McGuire game for the Game Boy Color. But I'm not saying that they don't exist. I'm just saying that, like, what? I have Fruity Pebbles to eat. Are you actually eating them, or are you just saying that because you know that I don't give a damn? Oh wait, I don't want to go this way. I get it, over mistakes. Hey, we all make mistakes. That's part of being human, dude. Part of being human is tone in text. I'm guilty of this. Trust me, I'm guilty of this. Because I'm a righteous shitbugger sometimes. So people just assume that my tone is automatically sarcastic and mean. And I'll say something in like a message and they'll be like, oh my god, why would you even, I can't believe you said this. Why would you hurt her? And I'm just like, I just asked if you wanted double cheese on your sandwich. Why is this all of a sudden I'm a dickhead? And they're like, oh, I just read it as that because... When in reality, the message was not as it was read. Which is why emotes exist. Emotes exist to establish tone. Help establish tone. Zach, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody was a weird show about twins. Am I thinking of the fucking, I might be thinking of Drake and Josh. That's the one with the fat guy that's no longer fat, right? And then the guy that was a guitarist and then wasn't a guitarist and then now is a guitarist again? Travelers of Hallownest descend through your verdant and wilds and fungal groves. I'll be talking about my fungal grove. To the city at this Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts! Their all wishes shall be granted, all truths revealed. Super butt. You don't have to justify, but you don't have to justify that you're bad at other games. That wasn't my point, bud. We're all bad at certain things. Again, it goes down to like just the skill level thing. It goes down to that, my dude. You are all good. And yes, we've all died in Isaac to stuff that we shouldn't have died to, including me, and I have like 8 years of play. 3,000 plus hours, and I still die to spiders. If you don't die stupidly to spiders, then Isaac, you haven't played enough. No, if you don't die stupidly to spiders, you need to stop playing. You've achieved maximum skill. You need to stop. Take time off. If you no longer die to If you no longer die to spiders, you need to quit. Oh, I love Green Path. Oh, I forgot about your joys. I forgot about you. Should I take a bite of the sandwich, chat? Right in front of you. I don't remember where I got it. It's a show that they made a game on the DS. It's a 3D platformer with a character swap mechanic. I gotta get this bench. This is the best bench in the game.